Good morning and happy Tuesday. So today you will do your quick write and then you need to make sure that you have filled out the peer edit form. It's linked in the update and it's also linked on the assignment. A couple things that I've noticed as I finally started catching up on all the grades. First is that for your project updates, so where you're submitting the pieces of your projects, like last 2 Fridays ago, so not this Friday, but the Friday before, you submitted a copy of your handwritten notes, and a lot of people just uploaded those as pictures, and I have to go click in and then click in and then click into the assignment. And when I multiply that out times all of my students and all of the pages of notes, it's taking me a long time. Many of you did it correctly. So what you're supposed to do is you have the slide deck where your citations are, okay? If you can't find that, send me an email, but first look in your drive and type in project update and see if it shows up. It may also be shared with you. You're not the owner. I'm the owner of that file. You should be updating the first slide with the correct citations for your sources. Then the subsequent slides, you should be taking the pictures of your notes over your articles and putting the one page of notes on a slide, the next page of notes on a slide, the following page of notes on the slide. I did get a few questions from my juniors and seniors about how many total notes you should have or how many total articles you should have by this Friday. You should have a total of 5, 2 from the first submission and 3 additional sources that you've taken notes over. Sophomores, you'll work on your second component of ReHugo. Some of us had picked different pieces to fill in for our articles, like we did part of the entertainment and part of the history. That's fine, but you need to be finding 2 more components to complete those 2 sections of ReHugo. Eventually, you'll complete all of the components. So I'm pretty flexible as to which ones you're picking, but you should be picking 2 more articles. And you also are uploading the pictures. Now, some of you have decided to type your notes, and that's fine. However, I still expect them to be pretty thorough. Okay, so carefully thinking about what you're learning from the source and then how that learning helps you as you're thinking about your understanding of the topic. And then you'll upload that working document then as your project update, your steps as you're going, but I still need the citations to be the first page. So that means if you're typing this all in Docs and you don't have a citation page as the first page yet, you need to add that in. Okay, what that does is that helps me see how many sources total you have found, and then I should be able to see the notes that go with each source. Okay, some of your notes are phenomenal. I'm super impressed with your attention to detail and the way that those have been going. Now for your essay, right, we're going to peer edit starting tomorrow. I'll put you in groups. If tomorrow, Wednesday morning, you don't have an email from me that says what group you're in, you personally need to email me immediately. Okay, those emails will be sent out before the beginning of second period. So first period in the morning, check your email and make sure you are grouped. If you are grouped twice, email me right away. And if you are grouped once, like not at all, email me right away too. That way I can fix that. Your peer edits are due next week on Tuesday. So at this point, your essay should be good to go. You may need to update a couple of the questions on it so your peers can get into it and we'll be able to answer questions and help you. But for today, I would focus on form, get your paper ready to peer edit, and then work on your research. Okay, your next step is due on Friday. And then I am checking the digital tools this week. Another question that some of the sophomores and juniors had is when are the minutes being pulled from? The last day of last quarter, I think, was October 16th. So I'm pulling the minutes from the 17th to the 11th. You should have 120 minutes of each. Seniors, you need to make sure all of your Alberts and IXLs are completed. You can check that. I will know if your IXL is completed by looking at, did you do the 3 different IXL assignments? There was a poetry one, a semicolon one, and a short story one. So I think that's it. Your prompt today is about classic toys. And I wonder I wonder about this one. So classic toys such as Barbie dolls, spinning tops, Jack's, Green Army Men, Jack in the Boxes, and water guns have all stood the test of time to become classic toys. What other toys should also be considered a classic toy? Explain. Support your answer with sound reasoning. I'd argue that like there are some now you could argue classic like video games, right? So that would be an interesting argument. And then especially for this, if you're thinking it's a quick write for 10 minutes, right? How do you define a classic toy? And then what are some examples? This could be a really fun polished piece, I think, too. So I hope you have a great day. Email me if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this is a lot to do. But truly, you're peer editing this week. You're working on your research this week. Friday, you have a timed write over your articles that you'll have found. So you're just going to analyze the sources that you found, and that helps you kind of think about, how do I synthesize these? So how do I start putting them together? And then next week on Tuesday, your peer edits are due. So, and then we need to start having meetings about your essays and your research again. So the link is also in the update. Sorry, this is a longer video, but I just wanted to check in and make sure you knew like these are the things, because I had a lot of the same emails yesterday. So have a great day.